Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we are looking at a bottle that really disrupts the geography of wine.
Yeah, it really does.
Because usually, we just accept that if you want a high-end, elegant Pinot Noir, that heartbreak grape, you have to go north.
Right, to Burgundy.
Right, or maybe Oregon, and let's be honest, you have to pay a massive premium for it.
Exactly, because the general assumption is that if you go south into the hot climates, Pinot Noir just falls apart.
It gets jammy.
Jammy, heavy. It loses that delicate perfume that makes it so special.
But today's focus is the Laurence de Veyrac from Domaine de Castelnau.
From the Languedoc.
Yeah, the sunny south of France. Yet, it claims to have the elegance of a Burgundy.
Which is quite a bold claim.
It is. We are basing this on a really fascinating breakdown from the Japanese magazine Wine Kingdom. They put this bottle through a serious stress test.
And the Japanese perspective is crucial here. That palate is famously sensitive to subtlety and texture.
Oh, for sure.
If a wine is clumsy or over-extracted, they will definitely catch it.
So let's get into the mechanics of this. How does a winery in a region known for blasting heat produce something delicate?
Well, the report centers heavily on one technique.
Night harvesting, right?
Right, vendange de nuit.
Now, I have to ask, is this just romantic marketing or is there actual chemistry happening?
Oh, it is definitely chemistry.
Yeah.
Actually, for Pinot Noir in the Languedoc, it's survival.
Survival.
Yeah, think about thermal inertia. If you harvest at 2 in the afternoon, the grapes might be 30 or 35 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
And at that temperature, the enzymatic reactions inside the grape are accelerating wildly.
So the moment you cut the vine, the clock starts ticking faster.
Much faster. Oxidation kicks in immediately. You start losing those volatile aroma compounds.
The ones that smell like fresh strawberries.
Strawberries, rose petals, yeah. You lose them before they even get to the crush pad.
So you're essentially beginning to cook the wine before it's even made.
Precisely.
But by harvesting at 4 in the morning?
The grapes are cool, the skins are tighter, firmer.
So the chemistry is dormant.
Exactly. It allows the winemaker to extract flavor without extracting that heavy, soupy character.
That is how they preserve what the Wine Kingdom review called a vibrating acidity.
Vibrating is such a great word for it.
It is. Let's talk about the sensory profile. The review mentions a silky attack and notes of raspberry and sweet spice.
But the structure is what's really interesting here.
Yeah, they noted it completely avoids the sugar bomb trap of the South.
That is the balance. You get the ripeness from the southern sun, so the fruit is fully developed. It is not green.
But the night harvest keeps the acid high.
Right. It creates this incredible tension in the glass.
Which brings us to the food pairing. This is where the Wine Kingdom article really shines for me.
Me too.
They suggested the classic duck breast, sure, but then they pivoted to yakitori and seared tuna.
I loved that recommendation. It shows a deep understanding of umami.
Break that down for us. Why does this specific Pinot work with yakitori?
Well, yakitori often has that terra sauce. It's sweet, savory, soy-based.
Right.
A big tannic Cabernet would clash with that saltiness. It would taste metallic.
But this Pinot has low tannins and high acidity.
So it acts as a palate cleanser.
Like a windshield wiper for your tongue.
Exactly. It cuts right through the fat of the chicken skin or the richness of the tuna.
Without obliterating the savory flavor of the food.
Right. It refreshes your palate.
And it is worth noting, too, that this wasn't just a casual recommendation. Wine Kingdom awarded this 4 stars in a blind tasting.
The blind part is key. It removes the expectation.
Because if you see Languedoc on a label,
your brain expects a rustic table wine. By removing the label, the judges were forced to evaluate just the liquid.
And the liquid said finesse.
Yeah.
There is one other label on the bottle that matters, though.
HVE level 3.
Right, high environmental value. Is this just paperwork, or does it actually impact the wine?
It impacts the wine because it impacts the soil. Level 3 is the highest certification in France for biodiversity and water management.
Meaning they aren't just chemically nuking the vineyard.
Right. Healthy living soil tends to produce grapes with more complexity. You cannot make a pure-tasting wine from a dead vineyard.
So putting it all together, we have a wine that uses thermal precision to defy its climate, pairs with complex umami flavors, and hits high sustainability marks.
It really challenges the dogma of terroir. We tend to think geography is destiny.
That you can't grow a certain grape in a certain region.
But this suggests that with the right technique, you can rewrite the map. It proves that how you farm is just as important as where you farm.
So here is a thought to leave you with. If a technique like harvesting in the dark can fool experts into thinking a southern wine is from the north, what other rules of wine are actually just outdated assumptions? Maybe the next world-class bottle isn't hiding in a prestigious cellar, but in a region you've been entirely ignoring. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.